Nigga fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man. Drop this shit. What up?
We're talking in front of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have a conversation behind the scenes about numbers and possible ways of revenue streams with the intricacies of your company, and then somebody takes the information public. Negotiation is over at that point. It doesn't make it, like, it kills the negotiation.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. Mm-hmm. And that's business rule number one.
Hey, D, where's Swag at? What happened to Swag?
Swag, unfortunately, is, he had to go sit down. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, that's me.
Yeah, he's incarcerated.
Oh, okay. Damn. See,
I think there are ways to do the battle where it won't. There's some people that have been talking to us that, want to put up money and donate money for it. I mean, I know Chris Bias had tried to set up something in Facebook and nobody wanted to put no money up. Everybody's like, just pay the money, pay the money, pay the money. But, there's some athletes and a couple of people that's like, I throw something up, I throw something at it. And that helps. That always helps. You know what I'm saying? But, like, as you see, before this, there was the Hollow and Mook battle. I want that battle to happen, but that battle is dumb expensive. You know what I'm saying? I personally, you just can't afford it, man. We don't have those resources. You know what I mean?
100K
Somebody
is
will
crazy.
come along and do it. Huh?
Hey Beasley, do y'all
Right,
ever
Chris.
offer the battlers? Do y'all ever offer the battlers like winner gets more, or like put something up, or winner take all, anything like that? Or are they scared to do that?
And nobody wants to do it. I would love to do a night of winner takes all. I would love to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
because some guy's purses aren't the same. You know what I mean? He gets more than him. Everything is if I take him, I need more because I'm giving him a shot. You should hear the stories, the things these guys come up with. You gotta love it.
Fucked up
You
now.
gotta embrace it.
Hey, Beasley, is the era of the bag over with? Is that really what this comes down to? Where the bag came and it's the rap now?
The era of the bag is definitely over. I mean, A-Verb said it, couldn't have said it better. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. And that's why I just laughing, because on one hand he's saying the era of the bag is over, but then he's saying that the bag is still here and to pay Hitman what he's looking for. But he's saying that the era of the bag is over. The revenue streams have been exhausted, you know what I mean? And you have to move cautious. The reason why URL is still around is because we move cautious. You don't jump out the window at everything. Look at the Hollow versus Luxstat. You know what I'm saying? It changed the whole dynamic of that company. Not because it was just bad decision making. You know what I'm saying? That cost them a lot. We've made bad decisions that have cost us a lot. Unfortunately, we've been able to land on our feet. But, a lot of companies, look at Filmon. They're a rich company. They came in, they spent all that money with Cassidy and Ether and all of this stuff. And look what happened. Nothing. Gone. It's almost 2 years now. No one's been back. Some of the guys didn't get all their money. You know what I'm saying? These things happen often. You know what I'm saying? These bad people come with the money, and then what that does is it messes up the game, because then people believe that's their worth. Well, when I just battled over here for such and such, and they paid me this much. And then what happens is they come back at you with that number, and you don't pay it. Oh, y'all jerking me. And then what happens eventually is that company that they were depending on doesn't do battles every other month like we do. And then they sit out, and then they end up taking a battle for like $1,500 less than what you were offering, despite you. And then they eventually realize they need to come back home. You know what I'm saying? So, these are the kinds of things that happen. You know what I mean? But, it's a process, and it's been a trying experience, but it's been one that we, been able to endure. And this is why we're still around. You know what I'm saying? And, KLTD is still around because they don't budge on their prices. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, but their guys culture, one thing about them is their culture, meaning their home guys, majority of the guys that battle over there, not the URL battlers that they import, but the guys that battle over there, they are like, they got jobs, they work, they're doing it for a different reason. They're still trying to garner respect in hopes that one of the guys from URL can come over there and stand in front of them. You know what I'm saying? They'll be able to get their shit off. So they're looking at it differently. And the guys from URL are looking at it like, in their eyes, like these battles, those battles don't matter to them. Like if they go on, they battle Immaculate, who's a very talented MC. I think is it Ilmac or is it Immaculate? It's Ilmac, right?
It's Immaculate. Really will be off on Ilmac.
It's Immaculate, right? Okay, it's Immaculate, right? There's a talented MC. If they battle him and they lose, they're not really going to lose no points. But if they lose the Shotgun Suge, then the world is going to be on their head. You know what I'm saying? Or if they lose the Hitman or Averb or, Goods or somebody, it's a different reaction. So they're looking at it like it don't matter to them. They're there for the bag. And the guys over there looking at it like this is my chance to get my respect because these are the guys that everybody says is the best. So they're both coming into it with two different attitudes. But the thing is that they don't have to pay as much over there. So they're able to sustain and they work on a budget and they organize. But when the guys come over here, they look at this as like they're coming at it with a Floyd Mayweather attitude, except they just don't have the finances to back up the negotiation. You can't be a partner without putting up money. And when you start getting up to certain amounts of money, you're taking a partner's percentage. You know what I mean? And after a while, it's like we're not going to allow people to take a partner's percentage of the revenue generated if they're not truly a partner. What are you putting on the line? What are you willing to risk? Are you willing to say, all right, bust this, you don't got to pay me up front. If it does this amount of tickets, I'm telling you my name can sell this amount of tickets. The deal is that would be better to do. But nobody wants to do those types of situations. Everybody wants guaranteed money, but they want us to take all the risks. And that's what makes it, you know what I'm saying, a little bit unfair in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Times change every year. The economics change. What people make, what people generate change. The enthusiasm changes. You know what I mean? Before, when we did battles, it was a lot easier to sell tickets because you didn't see your favorite stars all the time. So it was like SummerSlam or WrestleMania. Well, now, you can see these guys every week, whether they're battling on URL or they're battling in the back of a chicken shack. They're always available. They're always accessible. And it diminishes the value of the guy. You know what I'm saying? So the name isn't that strong because you battle anyone at any time and at any place. You're doing a 2-rounder, silly shit like that. A one long 1-rounder. You know what I'm saying? It catches up with you. It makes it to where you're not going to be able to always perform. And then you get into situations like what happened with B-Magic, where you have somebody who's built a legacy, who's tough, who's strong, who's a good artist, but they just made a bad decision by coming to New York a week prior. And then when it was time for him to show up and perform a week later, he couldn't do it.
But you know what, Beasley?
Huh?
I was going to say, you know what, Beasley? Didn't y'all create that problem when y'all gave Mook that bread? Like, does it fall down to y'all? You started something that you didn't really realize was going to pop off like that?
Right. As I said, we didn't give Mook the bread. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
somebody else paid Mook. An outside person paid Mook that wanted to see him battle on sound. They paid for it, and so we didn't have to pay for that. And as even Hitman, based on his own admission, somebody paid for him to battle. They wanted to see the battle on URL and paid for him to John because they wanted to see it. So there are people out there that help out and often give up and try to help us, get these battles done. So a lot of times the fans look at it like, oh, man, well, they paid up. A lot of times we're not paying for it. Or we'll get sponsors that pay for certain things and we're able to do it. But we're not always guaranteed to get those sponsors. And I don't feel that any MC should have the right to be like all in our books of finances. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's a fee that you get paid. Either you accept it or you don't. But it's like I said, man, I'm not going to, pay $3 for a $1 Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? If you're charging everybody else $1.25, $1, I'm going to walk out on principle. I've done it. I've gone to the store, and I'm not broke by any means, but, like, if I go to the store and there's a pack of gum, and I know in my neighborhood pay $1 for the gum, but the dude is like $1.50, I will walk out of the store over 50 cents. It's just a principle, because I just feel like I'm getting got. I just hate that feeling. The only time you're going to get me like that is if I'm like at Six Flags and I can't leave the amusement park. And I'm paying. I went out there recently, man. I paid like $7 for a little ass Sprite. It's crazy. But, like, that's the only time. Any other time, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Because I just don't feel right. I don't feel right. It irks me to know that I got to pay double for the same thing. I don't mind paying more, but once it starts getting out of control, it's ridiculous. And I challenge any MC, you know what I'm saying, to show me the amount that they ask me for going into their account from other people. Show me the bank statements. Prove it to me. Make me feel comfortable about it and paying me. And then I'll feel good. You know what I'm saying? Not anything else that you're talking about is hearsay. I go off of documented facts, information. And everything that I say, said on the phone, is documented. There's facts, there's emails, there's letters. Anytime I said I submitted somebody for something or try to get them to be a part of something, I have the email. I can prove it. I'll furnish it. Can you guys do the same? The things that you say or claim, can you furnish the document? Do you have the documentation? Can you furnish it? No, you can't. Anything I say, I back up with paperwork or emails. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, it's everything that's going on this weekend is very, very cut and dry. And I don't want the negative to overshadow the positive things that are going on. And I see guys saying, oh, it's dying. Listen, there's always going to be transition stages in any sport or form of entertainment. There's going to be times where you like certain music and you don't. And there's certain guys you like and there's certain guys you don't. But, we can't always have the same people forever. Some guys from the original era are going to last and some are not. It's just what it is. It's like in mainstream music. Ludacris was a great artist, but he's not hot right now. Doesn't mean that he can't rap anymore. It's just he's not where he was once before. He's doing other things. Everybody moves on. You know what I mean? And you're always going to have a transition and a passing of the guard. You know what I mean? And it's not that, they're trying to eliminate people or get rid of guys or whatever. Some guys get too big and they want too much money that we can't afford. And either they're going to want to battle or they're not. You know what I'm saying? And if they want, money that we don't think we can recoup, we're not just going to do it to do it. We've done that before. We've done free URL events, numerous ones. You know how many URL events we've done where we've gone home in the negative? But we just did it anyway because we knew we was going to take an L walking into it.
And you still did it.
We don't do that. We don't do that anymore. We're not going to do that. Not. I'll refuse to do it. So there are ways to get certain things done, but then the fans have to be more understanding. Okay, if they do this one super big battle, don't expect to see the other 5 or 6 top tier guys that's still active out here on the card for a number of reasons. Number one, if they know that one guy is getting that, and that's why I said you can't negotiation in public, because once if I agreed, let's just say specifically it was my money, and I agreed to pay the demand of what Hitman offered, and we threw it on and got it out this year. Then you know what's going to happen? The next guy's going to say, well, I'm not as big as Hitman. He got this many views. I have this many views, which is half of his, so I want 15 now. and then the next guy's going to want 12-5. And it's going to destroy the economy, or at least for URL, and then no one's going to want to battle, and everyone's going to think they're getting jerked. I heard this one is getting – you know how many myths I have to dispel on a daily basis of new guys saying, yo, I was hoping I could get this because I heard you got this amount of money. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? And that's like, I don't want to put people's contracts on air and blow them up and show people's business, because that's not what I want to do. But it's tough because these guys all front and they lie to each other about what they're making. And so it makes the next man feel like, oh, man, well, what's he getting? You know what I mean? That's why I said all of this is hearsay. You know what I mean? It's all hearsay.
Man, I have a question from a fan. He said, what's stopping you from doing judge battles with people under contract?
I mean, I would do judge battles, but a lot of guys don't want to do them or participate in it because of the platform. But I'm down to do a judge battle. I mean, I just saw Phil Jones do an issue that he wants to battle somebody on Born Legacy 4. I think he said Av or who did he say? It's out though. It's out right now.
But
Av and other people that he'll do a judge battle when it, you know what I mean, and he don't care. Like whatever happens, happens. But you know that I'm with that.
I mean, but Bees, it's your bread, so it should be your rules. Like what? I mean,
like,
what, they just gonna put the whole event out?
Dudes won't battle, man. No, I'm not doing it, man. Not doing it. Or yo, if it's judge, man, I got to get extra bread, man, because you know I don't know if that judge is quite fair. He's from New York, and I'm not from New York. Or I don't know. He's from California, and I'm from New York, and he's not. He's only going to vote for someone from California. Nah, it's like you get a whole bunch of issues with it. You know what I'm saying? So you would have to do it with newer people. And I would love to do a judge battle because it would make the loser, especially if he's a top tier, have some type of humility. So I think it was good.
Yeah, because back in the day, Grind Time was doing them.
Yep. I mean, we were never a judge platform, so we would actually be adopting another company's platform or style. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy because they were doing judge, and they switched from judge to non-judge, and they called it promo.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. They just should have been saying it was smack.
That's
what they should have called it, smack style. They called it promo. That's what's up. So at the end of the day, we still waiting on Magic, man. He was on Twitter. He heard it talking. He was listening. Yo, man, they need to make the Where Is He joint, man. Him and Hill. Got to bring him out. They got to account for it. You know it would be dope? If he doesn't do the battle, it would be dope. Like, if they, show his actual financial transactions of him sending back the money, that would be kind of fire. It's either that or he would do the battle. He ain't sending that money back. You know that already, though, man. Right. You got to battle like that. The battle has to go down. The sooner the better, I would think, unless Summer Madness. Is there any? Then that's because then he gets rewarded and moved up to some place because he did something wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he gets rewarded. Yeah. He wins. Like, you know what I mean? He wins. I say, why wait? What is it? What is if he said, listen, unless he's lying to the fans, he said that he was fully prepared. So what's the hold up? Yeah, he can come next week. This is the question that you need to put. You need to ask him this question, Cass. You need to do the blog and ask him, man. Like, yo, him and there, like, what's up, man? What is it going to be? Let us know. Let the fans know. Let the people know. Let us know. Just tell us what it is. There's no excuses because we're not calling him out of his name. I haven't disrespected him all night. There's no reason. There's no story. There's no excuse. You have to do it. And, you know, I would say that, and people are going to say I'm reaching, but I would say that Averb is responsible as well. Because if he's elected himself as the spokesman and the leader of the region, it's up to him to put the pressure and account for both things. What's right is right and wrong is wrong. So as him being the ambassador for the St. Louis movement, it's up to him to talk to his teammate and find out what it is, because they represent him and they represent Hitman. They represent each other. Averb is the self-proclaimed ambassador of the St. Louis movement. He came on the radio the day of the show when they didn't show up and kind of alluded to the fact as to why they didn't happen, right? So now he has to clean it up. Now he has to see what it is. We've gotten past all the mudslinging and the back and forth. We've all been entertained by it, myself included. But now let's get back to what's real. It's very simple. When is this going to happen? And as the ambassador, St. Louis movement, it is Averb's job to be an enforcer, to get on top of his teammates and find out and get us some answers and aid us in figuring this out. Because if you're the self-proclaimed ambassador and the leader of this movement, then you're going to have to answer for your constituents.
Period.
Right or wrong?
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
You can't just come on when it's time to bomb. You got to come on. We got past that. You put it out there. URL did this. URL did that. I came on. I answered the tough questions. I stood on the phone for hours. I waited. I listened. You know, I explained my Pray for St. Louis comment. If people did just tuning in, I said why I did it. I'm looking for the reaction. I'm looking for the people to actually reach out to the MCs in that city and ask them what happened and why. And that was only because they went to social media and radio outlets first. So now we've gotten past that. Gotten past my Pray for St. Louis comment. Got past the Sean Money issue. We've answered everything that could possibly be answered. You know what I'm saying? That he's thrown out. We answered the movie thing. You're not shooting a movie during a battle event for people paying $75 to $100 a ticket. It's just not enough time. You know what I mean? It's not enough time. There's not enough insurance. You're bringing ladders. You're bringing lights. You're bringing gaffers and script men and boxes and clips and light. You know what it takes to set up a movie. It's not just throw on a cannon and shoot. It's a real movie, according to him, right? So we knew that wasn't going to happen inside of an event. There's no room. It's not possible. That's been answered. Now the big answer is, when is the battle going to happen? That's what we all want to know. And that's what we're waiting for. Those are the answers that we're looking for, because that's what's most important. That's what got us here.
Yeah. Yeah, when's the battle going to happen? I don't know. I'm going to see what I can do, man. I'm going to see what I can do about this blog and shit. But, yo, I appreciate you coming on. I'm going to see what's going on. There should be a response, I would think, by the night.
Right. And everybody that's listening, hit Averb, hit Ill, hit Hitman, and ask them, when are the battles being made up or the money being returned? One of the two. Gotta happen. You know, maybe Averb will step up and return the money on their behalf, since he's the ambassador for the region. But if they don't have the money to return, or they don't plan on returning, they have to face the music, and they have to do the battles. Because now it's looking like they're scared. And I don't want to say that, and I don't want to think. Somebody's telling you to just fly you up, and you're saying by your own admission that your rounds are done. Now, if he said, I was going through a personal issue, I couldn't get my rhymes in time, you know what I'm saying, because I had some issues at home, and he said that his rhymes weren't ready, then that would be different. But he said that his rhymes are completed, all 3 rounds. He's so confident he uploaded one to YouTube. So he has the round, according to him. Let's get him up here. Let's get the battle done. There's no excuses at this point. What are we waiting for? URL is willing to take the financial hit once again. We will fly you in. We will put you in a hotel. You get 2 beautiful action-packed days in New York City. All you have to do is come up and do a battle. We'll fly you in the day before, so you're nice and comfortable, and you can walk around the city and get some inspiration. See the sights, taste the food, feel the city, and then come and do the battle.
Oh, man.
The door is open. You're coming to the biggest stage to battle rap on this planet. URL, the Ultimate Rap League. We are extending a formal invitation. We've gotten just about every single battle that's been missed. We have made it up constantly. All the Armageddon battles that got canceled when the venue closed on us, and we lost thousands of dollars. We still brought everybody back to town, completed the battles, and put them on another issue. We've done this numerous times. There's no exception, no excuse. Everybody else made up their battles. Now we extend the challenge to you guys. We know you can meet the challenge. You're talented MCs. You have what it takes. We believe in you. Now prove us right.
Hey, you know what, B? I do have one question that everyone was asking. What happened with Young X? Because Young X didn't show up, and they were saying, why wasn't that such a big deal?
Young X didn't show up, but Young X called. He had a legitimate excuse. Young X didn't go on social media. Young X didn't hit the radio show and say that it was URL's fault that he didn't make it. That's the difference. Stuff happened. A no-show is equivalent to a guy in the UFC blowing his knee out before the fight or testing positive for steroids. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? So that it's what happened. You know what I mean? It was two events. One event you missed one guy. It happens on every league. It happens all the time. Again, the reason why I didn't say anything about Young X because he didn't make a blog making it URL's fault that he didn't come here. He had his own problems and his issues, and it's evident that he was dealing with because he wasn't on the radio or social media. Now, this guy, on the other hand, he's been a media maven. He's been all over the place. Been on talk shows, radio shows. He even went back to the radio show to rebuttal what I said when I rebutted him. He's active. He's loading up videos. He's doing photo shoots. He's doing everything in the world but battle. When are we going to get to battle? Step up to the challenge. That's the difference. I had to defend myself. That's why I made the speech. Okay? And I didn't say the worst possible thing. I said pray for St. Louis. And what Pray for St. Louis did was it got people excited. Sparked off energy, and it did exactly what I wanted it to. It made people come up and stand up and speak their minds. But when I said pray for St. Louis, the comments and the reactions that I got, that Smack got, those comments were faggot-ass nigga, weak-ass nigga, clown. These are higher levels of disrespect, but no one seems to be angry. But at the same time, as I said before, there's no equal pain, and that applies to us also. So my reaction was a reaction to what A-Verb and B-Magic did, and Hitman and A-Verb's reaction was to pray for St. Louis. So now you understand, every action has a reaction. But now we know the genesis. Social media, and you paint the URL bad, and you paint the brand bad, and you don't accept accountability for your mistakes, then things happen. People feel a way, and they have to respond to defend themselves. But we're past that already. That doesn't matter anymore. Whether you want to be accountable for what you've done or not, you have to do the battle, or you have to return the money. Which one is it going to be? The people are waiting. People on Twitter, people online, please reach out to these gentlemen and ask them when they want their luxurious flight to New York City, 2-night stay in the heart of Manhattan. They can go out to eat, party, walk around, feel the energy of the city, do the battle, go back out, party again, get back home. This can happen at any time. We are waiting. What are they going to do?
Just we are waiting. Right here. This right here.
Yeah, B. Let them know.
I got you, B.
Let them know. I mean, do you guys have any excuses as to why they can't do it? Can you think of one? Is there any fans that are saying why the battle can't happen, let's answer those questions. Who's
I mean, I don't know what his personal life is, but I mean, I don't know.
Right, exactly. We'll give us an answer because we're waiting to find out. But what I'm saying is, I can't imagine that anything could be going on with this much social media activity. Who has time for radio interviews? This guy's done 2 radio interviews, numerous blogs. He did 2 radio interviews, shot a freestyle of the day, and uploaded it. And is arguing with fans on Twitter and Facebook and other outlets, Snapchat, everything. When are we doing the battle? That's what we want to know.
Damn, this is crazy right here, man.
There's no answer. No one has an answer. Everybody's been quiet because they don't have the answers. The answers that we all must know. When you have a job, it must be completed. Averb knows this. He is the ambassador for the Midwest movement. And he knows that this must happen. Averb is a noble guy. In fact, Averb is booked with us, and he has a battle, and I'm pretty sure he's going to complete it. You know what I'm saying? And we respect Averb a great deal. Despite his comments, I don't take them personal. That's how he feels. He has the right to his opinion and the freedom to express it. But it doesn't negate the fact that there was a business transaction, money was transferred to a party for a job, the job has not been done, and there are no answers. The people need the answers, and we need them now. On that note, I want to thank the Angry Fan Movement for having me on tonight. It's always been a pleasure. This is E. Beasley signing off, answering the tough questions.
Definitely, man. We got to see what's going on with B-Magic, man. I got to make this blog. See what fuck this nigga at, man.
Exactly. And Young Ill as well. We need to talk to him. I'm pretty sure that he's fine, because no one has said otherwise. If we would have heard something by now, it's almost a week later. It's Friday. This would be exactly the time where he'd be getting ready to board his flight back to the lovely city of New York. We have not heard a peep. We've heard a Twitter response to what Smack said in retaliation to the conspiracy that he felt was going on during the event when Averb and B-Magic took to the radio. But now, let's just wipe the slate clean. Let's just agree from now that we are no longer going to talk about what I felt they did wrong, what they felt that I did wrong. Let's just agree both. Let's just agree we were both wrong, and now let's get to the battle.
Definitely. Got you. On that note, I'm be in touch.
All right, cool.
Angry Fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, my weed, man. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man. Drop this shit.